Watch this chef inviting a woman to sign up for choco therapy. See her licking the white chocolate off her fingers. Slow, teasing, eyes closed. Now that's a chef's kiss you could taste. And he knows exactly what that chocolate's doing to her. This isn't just dessert, it's chemistry, mood, memory, pleasure. Chocolate fires up the brain's reward center, dopamine, endorphins, and that delicious rush you never want to end. Chocolate is emotion. It's a ritual with hundreds of aroma compounds dancing on your senses. A tickling flavor experience of not only tasting and smelling, but also feeling the warm, creamy texture dripping off your hands. Then add crisp, freshly ground coffee to it and literally feel the magical chemistry between chocolate and coffee. But you know, that moment really got me thinking. What's the difference between just tasting food and experiencing it? So I started digging, and guess what? Top chefs are playing with this all the time to seduce their guests. And that's what pulled me down the rabbit hole, discovering how the world's best chefs treat flavor like an art form. They've got secret formulas you'll never see in a recipe book. And the wildest part, once you know them, you'll never taste food the same way again. Take this little experiment I tried the other day. I took a sip of coffee while pinching my nose, and guess what? Oh, it was awful. Hot, bitter, liquid. No rich aroma, no roasted depth. Everything I love about coffee, gone. Well, turns out there's a reason. Around 80% of what we call flavor comes from our sense of smell rather than taste alone. It's pretty crazy, right? So the aroma is more than half the magic of the coffee tasting experience. The problem? Those volatile aromatic compounds are like shy guests at a party. They disappear the second things heat up too much. So how do you keep them from vanishing? You chill them fast. It's like coffee first and quickly locking in all those aromas and keeping them alive. Baristas call it blanching or extract chilling. It's when the first most aromatic part of an espresso shot hits a chilled surface, like a frozen steel ball. The result? Sweeter, brighter, more alive coffee. And once you taste coffee like this, regular coffee feels like, kissing through a window. Does it work? Oh, absolutely. But here's what baristas will tell you. Coffee has a sweet spot for drinking, usually around 131 to 149 degrees Fahrenheit. If you go too cool, it loses its charm. That's why if you're extract chilling with a frozen ball, you want to pull it out halfway through the shot. Otherwise, you end up with this weird in-between temperature and just a sad, collapsed crema. Now, if a little coffee trick can flip your senses like that, just imagine what chefs can do when they're crafting unforgettable flavor experiences. Especially when it comes to their magic potion, chocolate. They're pairing it up with things you never expect, unlocking hidden flavors that hit in ways you can't quite put into words other than You can only experience them. And here's the wild part. You won't find these secrets in any cookbook. They live only in the moment on your plate. So come with me into Mystery Land and discover the total game changer, chocolate and bacon chips. Yup, you heard me right. Salty, smoky, crispy little pieces of bacon coated with deep, velvety, slightly bitter chocolate. Oh, it shouldn't work, but it really does. The sweetness of the chocolate hugs the savory saltiness like they were meant to be together. It's this perfect contrast, sweet and salty, rich and crisp, that lights up your whole mouth like the 4th of July. This isn't dessert, it's not a snack, it's a sensational flavor experience. So what did I do? I kept going, and then I stumbled onto chocolate with pork. Picture this. Slow-cooked pork shoulder, lacquered in a dark chocolate reduction. The meat's already melt in your mouth juicy, but now there's this deep, earthy umami with a silky cocoa finish riding on top. It's bold, it's unexpected, it is magic in your mouth. This is what happens when chefs stop thinking in courses and start thinking in sensations. It's not just about matching flavors, it's about contrasting them until they sing. And once you taste that kind of harmony, you'll never look at food or chocolate the same way again. Let's take a quick flavor journey across the world to see the magic that chefs can do. First stop, Cairo, where chef Mostafa Gama weaves a dark chocolate veil with the reduction of dry porcini mushrooms. It transforms into a glossy, rich jelly, releasing waves of earthy, bittersweet aroma. As he drapes it over the beef tartare, you can almost taste the harmony. Deep umami from the porcini, velvety cocoa bitterness, and the savory sweetness of the meat all converging in one slow, decadent cascade. From Cairo, our journey leaps across the ocean to Washington, D.C., where we find ourselves at El Cielo, a restaurant that treats chocolate like liquid art. Here, Colombian chef Juan Manuel Barrientos slow sears tender cuts of beef until they glisten. Then, the magic flavor pairing happens. He lays the beef out in a molten dark chocolate sauce with the sweet mango vinegar gel and savory porcini. The aroma is hypnotic. Rich cocoa with sweet mango and savory beef. Every bite is a conversation between sweetness and spice. But there's more chocolate magic happening here. Chef Juan is a true daredevil when it comes to flavor, this time pairing silky white chocolate with a deeply savory onion soup. As the heat from the soup melts the chocolate, the room fills with an intoxicating blend of sweet creaminess and roasted onion aroma. It's bold, it's unexpected, and it flips everything you thought you knew about where chocolate belongs. But here's the thing, it actually works. And just when you think you've tasted everything chocolate can do, our journey takes another unexpected turn, landing in the heart of Amsterdam. At Restaurant Bougainvillea, Chef Tim Goldstein draws on his travels through Mexico for this bold creation. Here, you see one of his sous chefs preparing Chacanusco chocolate into a delicate mold, then adding another layer, a creamy chocolate sauce laced with mezcal and agave syrup. The aroma is intoxicating. Deep cocoa, smoky mezcal, and the gentle sweetness of agave mingling in the air. It's a bold, decadent tribute to the ancient Aztec tradition and pairing cocoa with mezcal, now reborn as a dessert. Every bite is layered, silky, smoky, and sweet, carrying the soul of Mexico across the plate and straight to your senses. And just when you think our journey's slowing down, the next stop turns the entire idea of dessert on its head. Alright, it's time to pack up from Amsterdam and jet off to Asia, where tradition and innovation collide in the most unexpected of ways. You think brownies are just sweet? Think again. On my flavor hunt, I watch Audrey Soros casually stirring soy sauce into her chocolate brownie batter. Yeah, soy sauce. That deep, salty umami usually saved for spicy dishes or rice. She whisks it right into dessert. And the result? Pure flavor alchemy. Rich, fudgy, and with a savory kick that makes the chocolate explode on your palate. Here's the magic. The soy sauce doesn't make the brownie salty. It deepens the chocolate, smooths the sweetness, and adds this rich, caramely note that you didn't even know was missing. It's kind of like the sea salt dark chocolate trick, only turned up to 11. And that's the thing about flavor pairing. It's not just for Michelin-starred kitchens in Cairo, Washington, or Amsterdam. From street food stalls to home kitchens, chefs all over the world are bending the rules, mixing the unexpected and creating moments that make you stop mid-bite and think, how did they even come up with this? That's the real magic. When a flavor pairing experience doesn't just feed you, but stays with you as a tasty memory.